What's up, guys? How you all doing? Welcome back. Today I'm hanging out with some of the recently evicted housemates from the Big Brother Naija Shine Your Eye house. And I'm telling you, it's gonna be fun. Be sure to keep it locked because I'm about to drill these guys. Keep it locked. This right here is Too Exclusive TV. What's up, guys? How you all doing? Welcome back. Today I'm hanging out with JMK with the body. I had to add that body because you guys are not seeing what I'm saying here. Is it something serious? Okay?
Don't make me shy.
How you doing, JMK?
I'm fine.
Oh, you look good.
Thank you.
Biggest cameras were not doing justice because
Yo, everyone
not.
keeps saying
yeah,
that.
they were not.
They see me and they're like,
Wow.
that's not JMK.
No,
Biggest
I know,
camera,
right?
Biggie.
I know.
Well done. Oh.
You should sell your market well.
You did not sell my market well. But it's good, at least. It's better to come out and look good
better
than them be like. It was almost like Biggie made me look like some bread.
Can you
soaked
imagine
inside water
in the house? Oh,
but it's fine regardless. I know I still look beautiful,
of course
and I'm even more beautiful now.
Okay. So let's talk about your Big Brother Naija experience and why you even decided to audition. What was your life like before the house?
I mean,
and why did you decide to
my life
audition?
before the house was pretty comfortable. I'm not even going to lie. I come from a comfortable family. Prior to going on the show, I read law. So I studied law, and I had just finished law school. I wrote my exams, passed my exams, but I had to defer my call to bar for the show.
Okay.
So my life was pretty like
Chilled,
just education. Okay. It's just now life is about to start for
the fun side. Okay.
No, not just the fun, like life is about to start. I'm about to like
venture into the world,
make a brand for myself. Start businesses and all that good stuff.
So what prompted you to
education? After education, then real life
starts. Exactly. But what prompted you? What gave you the push to go for Big Brother? Why did you decide?
I wanted to use the platform to create a brand for myself. That's always been the ultimate goal for me. I know fame is nice, but there is more to it for me. I wanted to tap into the opportunities that being on the show gives.
Yes, that makes sense. Now, you were one of the few housemates that came in 2 weeks after.
Yes.
So that means that you were in isolation for about how long?
Approximately 4 weeks.
Wow. What was that experience like, being in isolation for 4 weeks?
It was a lot. It was a lot. That's not something I was used to. So it took a toll on me in some way. I was emotionally exhausted. I was mentally exhausted. It wasn't fun for me.
Okay. Do you think that's also what affected KV?
Yes. It affected KV. It affected me. I can't speak for the other housemates. I also had like times where I'm like, you know what? I wanted to take voluntary exit.
Wow.
It was that bad. So when KV felt like that, when I heard that he left, I broke down. I cried so much because I could relate to what he was going through. It's not easy at all. I'm sure people think going up Big Brother Naija, easy breezy. It is not. It is not. The experience, the process of getting into the show is not child's play.
Wow. Okay. You guys have heard it from her. Now let's talk about your in-house experience. Coming into the house, how did you take it all in? I mean, you had been isolated for 4 weeks and then they're dumping you into a house of like crazy personalities and all of that. How did you take all of that in?
I didn't take it well, and that's why.
Because we did see, like you were in your shell.
Yes, and I wasn't even going to come out of my shell for anybody because for me, that time was, you know how we all have me time. That was like the time for me to process the whole thing, you know. And getting there and realizing that watching the show is not
different.
Is not the same as experiencing it. It is different. And then the people, you know, it's like being the new girl in a school.
Yeah.
It's always hard to blend in immediately. So I had to like soak all that in and just take my time. I know the public, they wanted a firecracker,
yes,
they wanted drama, they wanted all that stuff. But I wasn't going to do that at the detriment of my mental health. So I needed to step back and take the back seat. And I'm sure eventually
you started coming
out.
Little by little. Okay. Now, when you got into the house, who was the first person you connected with?
Boma.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Boma.
Yeah, there was a Boma situation that we really did not understand. You want to shed more light on that?
What situation? You have to specify.
Yeah, it kind of seemed like you guys were getting really quite close, and I think that at some point there was like a queen in the mix, and he didn't want queen, and then it was like, okay, there's a new girl, so maybe I'll just stick with a new girl. Did you get close to Boma at all? Were you envisaging that something could happen between you two?
No, definitely no. Boma was like one of the first people that he was really welcoming. He was nice. He helped me. I think like for the first 2-3 days, it was like the nicest. He didn't make it seem so bad, like, oh, we didn't want you in this house. Yeah, he made it quite nice. And you know how it is when someone is nice to you, you gravitate towards them. So that was what it was with Boma. I didn't think anything more of it would come out of it. Then when I realized that I saw some attributes in him that I didn't really gravitate towards. It wasn't really like in real life. I don't know if I'm allowed to say fuck, but I would not fuck with that kind of person. So I had to take
yourself back.
Exactly.
So let's talk about your strike.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people were outraged by the fact that you got a strike. People thought that, you didn't deserve it. Biggie could have actually taken offense, give you like a pass
a warning. Yeah, I felt that way too.
How did you feel about that?
Especially the fact that I was given the same punishment with
repeat offenders.
So I felt a type of way about it. I was like, how about now, Biggie? This is my first offense. No warning, no nothing. And it was definitely not deliberate. It was definitely not deliberate, but it is what it is.
Exactly. Now, talking about ships in the house, do you think that there's a need to couple up in the house? I mean, you were in the house for a couple of weeks.
It's funny how coming outside the house, I think one of the interviews, they were like, oh, because of my body, they were expecting me to like hook up with someone or something like that. And for me, I don't see the need for male validation, first of all. You don't need to be in any shape to be yourself. You do not. You do not. It's a misconception. It's not necessary. As a matter of fact, you being in a shape does not guarantee you're winning. So
what's the point?
What's the point?
Okay.
I mean, if you find love,
of course.
Don't get me wrong. But if your strategy is to couple up, it doesn't make sense to me.
All right. Now, speaking of ships and love, do you think that any of the ships in the house is actually genuine?
I wouldn't know because I'm oblivious to a lot of relationships happening in the house. I can't really say for sure because I'm not there when they're conversing. I don't intrude. So I might say, oh, I don't think they're genuine, and they could be maybe in their personal time. They actually talk about a lot. They actually relate on so many levels.
Okay. Now, I mean, there was a situation with Emmanuel. We didn't know that he was looking at you sideways, and I thought, okay, with the body, I mean, I could see why he was looking at you that way. Were you interested in him in any way?
No, I wasn't.
But did you know that he was kind of
I knew.
you?
Yeah, I knew. And coming out of the house and seeing that everything was turned on me,
like you
came
were
as a shock. I was like, no, that wasn't even the case. Like, yes, it might come off as I was trying to flirt. But that wasn't the case. As a matter of fact, when I got on the show, like the first week, I had to like ask Angel and Jackie B that, oh, is Emmanuel usually a flirt? Oh, don't mind Emmanuel. He flirts a lot. So I already knew that. So I don't know if my niceness with him or our cordial relationship was mistaken as me having feelings for him, or I was trying to crash him and Liquor's relationship. No, that wasn't the case. I had no feelings for Emmanuel outside of him being cool, and we kind of go along.
Okay. Did you have your eyes set on any of the guys in the house?
No, I didn't. Except nothing like outside friendships.
Okay.
There was nothing more to it,
All
like
right.
anything deep.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Did you enjoy your experience in the house, and what was the one thing you took away from that experience?
My experience in the house had its ups and downs. I enjoyed some of it, and obviously I didn't enjoy some of it, but I learned a lot. The house has really taught me a lot. It made me realize that there's literally nothing I put my mind into that I can't do, and there is more to me than I think.
Yeah.
Because you had to come out of your shell. You have to be creative one way or the other because of the tax, and even associating with or trying to get along with 20-something people is a task on its own. So I learned a lot in the house.
That makes sense. All right. So what's the one thing you regret not doing in the house?
I think that would be not shining my eye enough.
Why?
Because I was oblivious to a lot of things, apparently. Like coming out of the house and seeing it, and I'm like, damn.
That was happening?
That was happening. It shocked me.
Okay.
But yeah, I would have done that more. Then I would say I would have, from the beginning, come out of my shell.
Okay.
But I don't think that would have worked, because regardless, I had to prioritize me first.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good one. All right. It was fun having you here. What are the
you.
final words for your fans? What are we to expect from JMK?
My fans, you people are so sweet. They're so positive. Always love a light and happiness. You know, I think we'll be like the most peaceful and positive. We'll have like the most peaceful and positive relationship ever. So you guys are amazing. Keep supporting me. I'm going to do you proud. When the money starts rolling in, I'm definitely going to give back to you guys. I love you so much, and just expect everything good from me. Expect a lot from me. I'm going to venture into businesses. I'm going to I will be signed to reputable brands and get good endorsements. You know, I'm also going to have my NGOs to help the girl child and further advocate for women's rights, and entertainment too. I might actually dive into acting if the opportunity presents itself.
Okay, that makes sense. Thank you very much, JMK,
Thank you for having
this fun
me.
interview. We look forward to the great things you're going to be giving us.
Definitely,
All right, love.
definitely.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Too exclusive TV.